The woman over there
in the car.
In the orange?
The orange. That was over here.
I'm not here with felony plea. I'm hitting her with failure to yield to emergency vehicles. I gave her citation for vehicle.
Let me call Chief back.
You good?
I've got Chief calling me while I'm running code. I just got on scene out here. Apparently Senator Bill Walker they've got in a vehicle. I'm trying to get the story from everyone. Take him out of cuffs immediately. Kurt, take Walker out of cuffs immediately. Yes. We're at Daisy Bates and Ringo. Alright, I'm gonna call Chief back. Bye. Her Chief, get him out of cuffs.
Take him out of cuffs immediately. That order
Walker's wife, Sharon Walker, was also present and became involved as a dispute unfolded. The encounter that followed was...
He had just arrested a former senator.
They're taking it no matter what, and they're going to damage it if they don't have the keys.
Okay, just hold on. There was a bunch of keys on the coffee table in there. I watched one. I know those are your keys. Before that, there were some keys on the coffee table that were picked up by one of you.
I just picked these keys right here. That's not just my car.
Well, that's not. We need it in drive. It's hard. You can't put it in drive.
Yeah, I get her down here.
Okay. Who is it, guys?
Sergeant Meeker.
Meeker?
A woman was chasing him, swerving into oncoming traffic, trying to strike his vehicle.
That invited a physical
Kurtz
confrontation that a few steps of retreat would have avoided
former state
entirely,
lawmaker
while
Bill
the arrest of...
Walker. Now, Walker wasn't just some retired politician. He was a college president, an airport commissioner,
matters into his own
a man with
hands.
deep
Mr. Walker
roots in the
remained...
Arkansas power structure, and his daughter, Allison Walker, had been driving on a suspended license.
Exceptions which are not applicable here. Accordingly, the court would likely find that Officer Kurtz accurately conveyed his obligations, and that declining to tow the vehicle would have placed him in...
trying to de-escalate. That was his mistake. The fire department later called officers back
full account of the encounter without becoming defensive when he criticized her officers. I commend Sergeant Meeker.
He cited her for reckless driving, failure to yield, and driving on a suspended license.
Yes.
The department's
Officer Kurtz raised his voice at Mr. Walker, and they were arguing back.
It's within our policy to tow for suspended license, and with the severity of what she's being accused for, I'm going to get in trouble with my job if I don't do it.
Okay.
So, I need the keys from her.
Okay, let me have the keys. They're gonna have to tow the cops. No, I just need you. Where's the keys to the car? Where's the keys that I just gave you, Shane?
The keys in there.
And the car's in my name too, so I don't have a key. And so even though the car was parked, Shane,
I can't let it go.
Who's your supervisor? You know,
I can get him down here. It's still going to get towed, though. Like,
I didn't know. I just
do you need me to get him down here?
I just wanted to talk to you. Is that okay?
Okay, hold on one second.
Who is your supervisor?
Hold on one second. I'll let you explain it to her. It's within our policy that we have to tow for suspending a license. She has that. And plus, she's being accused of, like, aggravated assault right now. I don't have the other party right now. He says he's going to call in later.
A vehicle shall be towed and impounded in these circumstances.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Can we help you? I'm sorry?
We got to do an inventory search, make sure there's no weapons or valuables. Making sure no weapons or valuables are in here. We got to do it.
She got a person there, which I need to get out.
That's department policy.
But why didn't y'all give an opportunity for us to come over here? I was coming to get a purse.
Nobody said that to us.
But you, I mean, you don't do
hold on. We don't have to give you an opportunity. We're going to go through it first and then give you the opportunity.
You don't have a reason.
Officers, they had no right to search. He was not physically violent, but his mere presence and his refusal to back up after multiple lawful orders gave Kurtz probable cause for obstructing governmental operations. That's when Bill
It's not going to have y'all's names on it. It's going to say the leasing company, right? Therefore, it's the leasing company's car.
Well, that's debatable because
Yes, she was in physical control of the vehicle, but that doesn't mean you have a right to right now because she was driving it, not you.
Well, let me just explain. Before you got here, I spoke
Someone
to this
code our
officer.
location. We don't need anybody code.
Okay, well, when I talked to this officer, he was in charge. Okay, he said to me that he was not going to take that. This is what we're
I apologize. I'm at Daisy Bates and Reno getting yelled at by individual who would like to speak to you. Couldn't hear the radio.
No, we are trying to do our job, and you guys.
Wait a minute, hold up. You guys, I haven't done anything. So you
We are
can't
telling
say
you what we
guys.
have to do, and we are telling you
But
that we have a right.
She have the right to get her purse.
She
out of
will
her
once
car.
we are done with our inventory.
I'm going to give it to y'all.
That's not your inventory. How are you gonna do that?
Hold on a minute. Just hold on. Hey,
I'm trying to tow the car, and they're
this
telling
is
us
elevating to
No,
another
we did
level.
not say you cannot
get a
tow
hold
it.
of that one?
I'm trying
The
to
arrest was on solid legal ground. And
Walker's
yet,
wife, Sharon
the
Walker,
moment
was
the
also
sergeant
present and
arrived
became
heard
involved as a dispute.
senator was in cuffs, the entire script flipped.
Okay, let me go talk to him. Hi, Mr. Walker. I'm Sergeant Meeker.
Hi, Sergeant Meeker. How are you?
Good. Okay, tell me your side. Apparently your daughter was pulled over by Officer Kurtz, and she was given a citation for reckless driving, driving on suspended, and failure to yield to an emergency vehicle.
Well, let me kind of go back a little bit before that.
Okay.
Because Officer Kurtz had been here twice.
Okay.
The first time he was here, he reported saying, "Hey, man, how you doing, sir?" He said he was concerned about Allison and that he had saw her. He didn't know what had happened. He asked me for information, but I didn't really know.
Okay.
He said, well, listen, she's got a warrant in Pine Bluff. She's going to take care of it. I should really tow the car, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
He said, just get us some help, and we should take care of that business. I said, perfect, thank you so much, we appreciate you. Well, after that, we were waiting for the ambulance and the fire department to arrive. They did come, and then this gentleman came back first. He said that he was told to come back here by the fire department, is what he told me. I didn't know. Next thing I know, I see 3 or 4 other cars pulled back up in here, one of which was Officer Kurtz, yes ma'am. And so at
This
that point,
is the part where they expose themselves. You see, Officer Kurtz is the unlikely silenced hero in this file. He treated the former senator the same way he would treat you or me. He refused to kneel to the elite. And for that, the internal affairs machine was turned against him. Which I reviewed. For the whole encounter, criticized him for following policy too late, and accused him of escalating a volatile situation.
I'm going to talk to you, okay? Let me get
Without even hearing the full story, screamed over the phone. Take him out of
Both
cuffs
citizens in
immediately.
custody.
We're here with Sergeant Meeker. Cluster? Very much so. I'm going to let her kind of explain it to you because she got a better chance at getting it all right. Okay.
So what happened was Officer Kurtz was traveling southbound on Broadway. He was flagged down by a guy saying that he was being chased by a woman. Officer Kurtz looks up and this vehicle, which is the blue Cadillac, is like swerving into oncoming traffic, like clearly chasing this guy. So Officer Kurtz lights the vehicle up, doesn't stop until here at Daisy Bates and Ringo, and this started at Daisy Bates and Broadway. It was Mr. Walker's daughter driving the vehicle, and she was cited for reckless driving, driving on suspended, and failure to yield to an emergency vehicle. It is parked here on his property. I know that policy says that we shall tow for driving on suspended. The tow truck is here, but if you want us to leave this vehicle on his property, we will dismiss this tow truck.
Yeah, send the tow truck away.
10-4.
Yeah, since it's on his property, it's his daughter. I mean, it's his property. He can leave it there. So, you know, we can leave it. So, yeah, get rid of the tow truck.
10-4.
And so, how did we?
So why?
Detain him here?
So
I guess he came out.
Yes, he came out, and while they were about to do the inventory search, he was telling them that you're not going to search this vehicle, and Officer Kurtz was telling him to, back up.
The files show that Sergeant Murr then ordered Kurtz to remove the cuffs, and
stating that inventories will not be conducted for the purpose of discovering evidence. Accordingly, because the vehicle,
given his completely lawful charges, they suspended
internal investigation, and on March 30th, 2026, the department suspended Officer Kurtz for 40 hours without pay. Officer Kurtz offered 2 differing explanations for his refusal to remove the handcuffs. During the internal affairs proceedings, Officer Kurtz told Major Kendall Cole in an administrative hearing that he should have complied with the order, but second-guessed himself because of a previous incident in which another sergeant stopped him from making an arrest, and then the resulting body camera footage was shared online, leading to harassment of him and his family. However, Officer Kurtz wrote in a separate report that he had nearly gotten into a physical altercation with Mr. Walker, that he believed that removing the handcuffs might make things worse, and that he viewed the directive as an unlawful order because he had what he described as, quote-unquote, completely lawful charges. The internal investigation was also critical of Officer Kurtz's handling of the encounter more broadly, with Lieutenant Ryan Bewley writing that, under policy, Officer Kurtz should have charged Ms. Walker and impounded her vehicle during the first contact, that he believed that Officer Kurtz returned to the scene only to prevent himself from being reprimanded, and that the entire incident could have been avoided had Officer Kurtz simply followed policy from the outset. In the internal investigation file, Lieutenant Bewley also wrote that, quote, Officer Kurtz's conduct shines a negative light on the department. Overall, Officer Kurtz gets an F for arresting Mr. Walker without probable cause after failing to follow department policy at multiple stages of the encounter, for refusing a direct order from his supervisor that originated with the chief of police, and
they punished the one cop who refused to bend the knee. Meanwhile, Senator Walker, the tow truck was dismissed, and the vehicle was released to the family in direct contradiction of the mandatory tow policy. The employee, Jordan Given, who got shoved to the ground for simply walking onto his own workplace property, fines. The daughter eventually pleaded down to a single suspended license charge and a $200 fine. A demonic inversion of justice. And we're supposed to pretend it's Now, I want you to connect the dots to the bigger picture. This isn't just about one Arkansas politician.
Take him out of cuffs immediately.
This is the same pattern we've seen from
Take Walker out of cuffs.
Hollywood. The ritualistic protection of the elite club. Bill Walker worked the phones, he name dropped. He said, I know how to deal with public servants. And the chief who controls the department's budget, a budget that Walker once oversaw, instantly
this location.
So what else
give us like 1 second, I'm so sorry.
They were putting him in the back of the vehicle.
We may never see
he stayed walking harness to see harness tell him to get back. Harness pushes him back, and he just starts going off right here. And I'm like, hey, calm down, you need to back up. So now it shows up. Now we're trying to, when I read an attack, this is crazy.
While protecting the powerful. Every time a normal citizen gets tackled
when the principles governing obstruction require actual interference with the governmental function, rather than mere and communicating clearly with both her subordinates and her chain of command under chaotic circumstances.
It's working exactly as designed.